Okay, so what am I looking for? Where is it? Oh, there it is. Okay, good. Yeah, so I'm reading my comments in my comment section because I can see all my comments and stuff. And one of them stood out with was a lot of potential cam models that are over 40 wanting to know if they could be cam models. And since now I'm 36, I figure I can answer on that. And it goes down to, do you want to do it? Like actually want to do it? And you're just more mature doing it because you've had many years of working other jobs where doing this is just a career transition type of thing. For some cam models that are older, they they may want to think about their children and they may want to think about other career options, things like that, if they want to go back into the job they had before. Because of what we've noticed, if you've been paying attention to the media a lot, of during the pandemic, a lot of people started doing OnlyFans or being a cam model, and their previous life decided to shame them and fire them and make a spectacle out of what they're doing when it's just another income source to provide for your family and yourself. So there's that goes on into it. So for me, that I started at 18, I'm now 36. I've been through where minimum wage jobs treated me badly because I was a cam model before it became like popularized, normalized the way that media is doing it right now. And looking back at it, there were minimum wage jobs. I didn't need to make that job happy so that I can keep my job. I had options at home, and then now, if you're going to enter it into it, it's still the same advice I give as before. That you want to make sure that this is the commitment you're making because it is very difficult to build up success in it where it becomes your full-time income. You can use it to move yourself up in life financially, things like that, where it has to be something that you really commit to and not just something that you do on the side. Doing it on the side is just not going to make things better for you because of the type of work it is and the nature of it is. And people still have this really weird old messaging stuck in their heads that they see you if you become a cat model in this industry, that there's something wrong with you or you're devious or whatever. Like they still hold on to these old stories that don't exist, but it's because they don't want to adapt to the options that are available out there for people to make a living. So then they bully other people that choose to make a living in other options. Like it's just they still think we're not doing a real job when it's real money with real obstacles, and things are just makes it, how to describe it, because I've overcome those obstacles. I'm trying to remember what they were, but you just have to make the commitment to stick to it because it's not something that's going to happen overnight of making money. And then once you do get into a groove of making money, you don't necessarily want to stop doing it unless you have a really big reason of quitting what you're doing to do another career, which goes with every career choice that you're making. Like, it really is. Like, for me, I really enjoy my work. I like my work. Um, and to the point where there I'll post in certain communities my experience, my opinions, and people like to ban me from their platforms when they are getting advice from people that don't have the experience that I have, that are just giving them experience that won't give them long-term results. So I'm in it for the long haul. I'm now in a place where financially I need to set myself up financially because I've made those mistakes financially when I was younger. And now it's, this is my career, this is what I do. I wake up, I plan my day, I work, I pay my bills, I invest. Investing out of money you make out of being a cam model is the hugest thing you can do for yourself. to secure your financial future. It's it's what I'm learning right now that I'm doing this. Why you notice on my channel, it's a lot of videos of me making my budget, paying off debt. Now I'm investing. Soon there'll be videos of me updating my net worth. So there's reasons to choose a career that you have to basically do the work where you go out there and you perform and you get back and get the results. It's not something that you can just dip your toe in and come back out of, because of the way that your content is online for a long period of time, like a super long period of time. Like, I could dig around the internet and find content of me when I was 18 years old, but what's the point? I'm not worried about a boyfriend finding it. I'm not worried about my family finding it. I'm not worried about, a job telling me, oh, I can't work that job because they found me on the internet. I've figured out how to make the internet my 100% income source while accessing resources and programs available to me based on being a person that is disabled, mentally ill, that needs help and services for those things. So now, when my healthcare professionals are asking if I work, I do. They know it's flexible. I'm able to work from home, and then we just figure out where are my health limitations are, so I can access services for people that are disabled. Which it took me a long time to get to this place of I have all the services I need. I know how to work from home. I know what my skill sets are. I know what I'm good at, and I just focus on that. When you're starting out as a cam model, you're still trying to figure out these things. And if you're consuming so much information about the career of being a cam model, you will never start. I started at a time where there wasn't any information about it. I just knew there was a few ads in the paper where it was make money as a webcam model, and then I worked in the location that had it, and then from there I rebuilt the webcam studio setup in my home, and I was able to work from home. And now pretty much anybody can do it with a camera, internet, um, and the ability to do it. Like, it's just so much easier. No, you're not gonna make like $10,000 in the first 5 minutes. You build up to that. And the reason why websites always push that you could make $10,000 because other models are doing it. But it's also coming from the industry has grown a lot. It's not a new industry. It could be new to you because you never heard it before or you never done it before, but the industry itself is like 30 years old. So there's people like me who've had a lot of experience, and there's other people that are older than me doing it with more experience. And we're now just rinse and repeat, log on, make our money, log off, and hopefully we have money in retirement so we're not broke and eating cat food. That is the level you get when you're over 40. And then cat models that are starting at 40, they've realized that the kids are older. They have more time. They want to reinvent themselves. Being a cat model is a good way to reinvent yourself when you're in that second career phase of your life, because you're tired of other people's opinions and you're only focusing on what you want for yourself to make your life more fulfilling. Yeah, so I've gone over like 8 minutes or so. I don't think there's anybody in chat. So if it's the first time you see my face, want to see more of my face, subscribe to this channel. Leave your comments below. I like making videos of real topics about being a cam model, not being focusing on what is it to start as a cam model, because I'm not starting. I'm well seasoned in my career. What if I touch my microphone? I'm well seasoned in my career, wondering how can I maintain what I have, maintain the relationship I have with the companies I work with, so that the companies are still paying me what I'm used to for. I'm accustomed to a certain lifestyle as a cam model. So because I'm accustomed to a certain lifestyle, I have a certain higher standard of myself that I should be in a certain income level for myself, because it took me 18 years to get here. That place is where I'm at. I'm not trying to figure it out. I'm not trying to figure out what websites work for me. I'm not trying to figure out if a boyfriend's going to like me because I do this work, or if my family is going to like. I'm full grown. Filing taxes on this for 18 years, and then got an apartment, got credit cards, built up debt, filed bankruptcy. Like I've been through all of the stages of it where I just want to make my money, enjoy my life. And I really want other camels to get to that place so that you can live your best life and not be stuck in doing things to make other people happy, because if you do that, it'll make you miserable. And yeah, it's just what I've discovered. It's just you need to focus on you, what your goals are, what you want to achieve, get on a budget. And the reason why I say get on a budget is that once you know exactly what your monthly expenses are and you don't have like debt payments going on all the time where you have to make money to pay your student loan or you have to make money to make the car payment, it causes stress. I'm not in that place anymore. And I've done doing mistakes with my finances. I've learned that I don't need to be doing the material things of other people as well. There's also that, like buying a house. I might buy a house, I might not, because financially doesn't make sense for me to buy a house. Just things like that. Financially doesn't make sense for me to have a car. Things like that. Financially, I already know I'm not having children, so I already eliminated that financial burden of supporting children. Um, yeah, and spending money on cash. That is really freeing. I'm now focusing on spending my money wisely on things that will make me more money without going into debt, borrowing money, thinking I can make more money when I have debt payments hanging over my head like a cloud. I'm not doing that anymore. So, starting at 40, you can just remember that you can't really be a cam model and also still keep your corporate job. Your corporate job will make you choose camming or your corporate job, or ministry and your corporate job. Because the recent pastor that stopped being a pastor for the denomination of her church and now she has an OnlyFans account, or the mom with the kids in private school and private school decided to expel the kids because the mom has an OnlyFans account. You're gonna make choices. If you still have young children and you're 40, you're thinking about doing a cam model, the choices you make will affect your children. So you have to think about that. Like, you could be a cam model, it's fine. It's just that society still sees our job as something wrong with us in our moral decision makings, when they still, on the other end, want us to file our taxes for all the income we make from being a cam model. They have not picked a complete side of this is legitimate work. This is how it's regulated. This is how we tax it. They still throw in the moral Christian philosophy into things that do not need religious opinions to determine how I live my life. There's that. So once you figure out who you are, what you stand for, and what you're good at, things get a whole lot easier. They do. They get a whole lot easier once you know those three things. And I figured out those three things before I'm 40, very happy about it. I'm 4 years away from 40. And all I have to do is what I want, travel, and make sure there's money when I'm 60 so that way I'm not working when I'm 60. I don't want to be a cam model when I'm 60. Yes, there is cam models who are 40 and above working. That's great. I don't want to do that. I really don't. I want to be doing something else on the internet that makes me money when I'm 60, that I don't have to be on camera trying to be a sexy, appealing, attractive woman when I'm 60. Because there's also that. If you are over 40 and there's things about your body you do not like, and you're not in a position of taking care of your health and exercising and diet and a good skincare routine, being a cam model is all about appearance and superficialness and a fantasy. And to maintain that superficialness with the fantasy to make money, it can get exhausting. It can get super, super exhausting. I remember meeting a woman who was a nurse who wanted to become a cam model. or phone text operator or what somebody in adult entertainment, and she had a hard time having her customers that only saw her in the MILF category, the yeah, that category. So there's that, because she thought she would have customers in her own age group. It doesn't work like that. When you're in the fantasy industry, you are you are fulfilling a need for somebody that creatively thinks about. So you're creatively filling that role for people that they don't actually have in real life. So there's that. You have to understand that your real core self doesn't show up when you're in the entertainment industry. It's a full on production, it's a full on persona, it's a full on acting role that you have to step into so you can maintain making money to maintain the lifestyle that you want to have. So if you struggle with having the dual personality of turning it on and turning it off, it would be a struggle for you to maintain it daily so you can make money. And it goes with YouTubers and it goes with gamers. They also have that pressure of who they are when they're on camera and then who they are when they're off camera. You have to really know who you are to be able to maintain this lifestyle and this career choice that brings you income so you can maintain a lifestyle that you turn it off and then walk into it and turn it back on again so you can make money. Yeah. So if you have, a husband or another partner and then children, they demand a certain they demand certain roles of you, and your work demands certain roles of you, where it gets really, really hard of who am I when I'm working and who am I when I'm not working. When you're single, it's a little bit easier to figure those roles out because you only have to show up for yourself. When you have a family and other responsibilities, you're showing up at different roles as a different person, and it can get exhausting and burnout. So this is where you have to be really mentally in the space to be able to be a CAM model, where you're going into it being an entrepreneur. It's an enterprise. You're going to learn marketing skills. You're going to learn how to put yourself in a position where you're your own PR person. So you do damage control on jobs and people that have an opinion about what you're doing and what you're saying. It's a whole thing where a lot of people don't really talk about it because they're focusing on the basics of what websites to start on. How come I don't make money today? How come I only made $40 today? How come there's nobody in my room? That is a very small part of the big picture of being a CAM model. And when you're over 40, you've experienced a little bit more life where you should be able to figure out what roles you want to be in to earn a living, provide for your family, and also provide for yourself. So yeah, I went on a little bit more, but yeah, that's what I got for you. I mean, there's really not a whole lot I can say about camming anymore because it's just what I do. I log on, I make my money, I come on, I do my budgets, and I make sure that my money is there for me when I'm older, so I'm not sitting here feeling like, oh my gosh, I made all this money and I have nothing to show for it. That also is very important to be in when you come into an industry like this. Like it's huger than sitting here worried about taxes. You have to worry about, do I have money invested so that I can, not live off the pension. The pension made up big for me when I estimated my pension is $30 a month. What am I going to do with $30 a month when right now my bills are $2,000 a month with no credit cards, no car payments, no mortgage? Yeah, like let me show you this budget real quick because that's what I'm living with. Uh-huh. This right here. Can I zoom in? Because, yeah. This. Oh, I zoomed in too much. Okay, yeah. This is my basic living expenses as of this moment right now. Where $2,036.21. This is food, clothes. Clothes also includes my hair. Yeah, that too. Clothes, hair. That's my transportation. And then bank fee, and then I didn't even try to figure out how to lower my bank fee. I can't. This is the lowest I can get. But yeah, it's a business expense. That's my electric bill. That's my internet. Yeah, this. If I had a credit card payment in there or a student loan in there and I had to make $2,000 plus credit card payment, whatever loan payment, it would be so stressful, so stressful, so super stressful. Then here is my savings. This is where this is what I need to make sure that I'm savings and investing a good track record every year. It's the bare minimum. This is the bare minimum. This could be more. It's not going to be less because I determine a minimum amount that I need invested and saved every year so that I can stay on track and have a plan for contingencies of emergency fund stuff. Like anything that popped up for an emergency, I'm good for. Yeah, things like that is where I focus on. I don't really focus on a lot of problems anymore. Wait, what am I doing? I don't really focus on a lot of irrelevant stresses anymore. I just focus on what I need to get done, how I need to get it done. Like in my plan, I need to redecorate my apartment, and that's going to cost a bit of money. And I don't want to borrow money to do that. Because I don't want to borrow money to fund redecorating my apartment so it looks better when I'm on camera, I need to figure out how to do it with cash, which means working and then making sure that I save a certain amount so that when I'm ready to buy a new computer, a new camera, paint the walls, new furniture, new laundry for work, that money is there. That's where I'm at. I just the bills are taken care of, and then I work on investing for my future, retirement accounts, my disability savings account, and then making sure that I maintain my ability to work, which is my studio setup, my camera setup, when I get my hair done, when I get makeup done, I may get more tattoos, that's going to cost money, things like that. That's where I focus. And that's how I determine how to make this lifestyle worth it is what do I want to achieve? What do I want to achieve in my life based on the income I make from this lifestyle? Which a lot of people need to ask them that question. What do you really want out of doing this lifestyle? Because it's really a lifestyle where you wake up. I have my breath. Let me show my schedule. That'll help too a little. Yeah, yeah. This schedule right here. Um, did it work? Hold on. Zoom in. There we go. Yeah, this is the schedule I have. I wake up at 7. I do breakfast. I clean up my kitchen. I get ready to go online. I work I'm live. Then I work streaming. And I work for free. Then I work cams. That is Sunday. Today is what Saturday. Flirt for free, cams, I'm live, streaming. And then I have breaks in between to make sure I'm uploading content so that I have residual income. And that's it. And then money comes in. I work to the budget. Budget makes sure that I need to pay rent, insurance, electric, internet, mobile, food, household items, cleaning products, hygiene, things like that. Then my laundry, I gotta pay for laundry. There's that. And then clothes in my hair. And then transportation. Luckily, I live in a big city where I don't need to spend a lot on transportation. And then, yeah, making sure I have a fully funded emergency fund. And then tracking my net worth, which somewhere in there I'll be buying my first house. So, yeah, I like life at 40 should probably be easier for you because you know who you are and what you stand for, what you put up with. And then a career that kind of puts you in a outcast type of role, you need the experience and also the self-awareness to have the thick skin to be able to maintain the work and maintain the lifestyle. That's it. When you don't have it, it does become a struggle. It does. It really does. It becomes a struggle when you don't have it. There's boundaries you have to set. There's core values and beliefs you have to set. And there's routines you have to set. And then just keep doing those things over and over again. And for me, it took years of therapy, a lot of experiences in relationships that taught me what I don't want to be in. And then a good example of my parents showing me what I don't want to live my life to be. And then me trying to create what that is. And yeah, I'm very, very happy and comfortable where I am right now. And I do find it funny that the more comfortable I get of where I am, I make other people uncomfortable because they're not in that place. So the more comfortable you get of who you are, what you stand for, and what you're good at, makes other people uncomfortable, which means you're on track. Yeah, you're on track. So I'm gonna end it there. I can go on about this, I think, or spin